So if you haven't been on one of my lives before, I'm just going to do an intuitive spread for us. I like to go live on Mondays to do an energy report. My energy reports, they tend to kind of, cross over each other. So the last energy report I gave, the hour-long one that I posted on YouTube, that's still valid for the next couple days. So, keep that in mind. But still, there's a clear shift in the energy. There's some definite guidance that we can receive for this week, and that's what I'm hoping to do for us today. I hope that I can provide us with some clarity and guidance in navigating these current cosmic energies. Yes, it's a really strong cosmic energy, like, whoa, I know we're all feeling it. I have several decks here. I took out 2 oracle decks in my tarot deck, and then if Spirit wants more, I brought a 4th oracle deck just in case. Just in case I want a little bit of clarification. So thanks for being here. Great old guidance. Ooh, yeah. So we need some guidance. We want some clarity. We can always use a little bit of guidance, a little bit of clarity to take us through the week. And I love doing these readings because they really resonate for me. So who are these readings for, you might be wondering? I call these readings, I say that they're for the Awakening Collective. Hey, Laura. For the Awakening Collective. So it's like, if you're drawn to my video, then you're a part of the Awakening Collective. If anything I say here really resonates with you and you want to let me know, I would love that. That just makes me feel great to know that I'm helping you guys and I'm not just talking out of my root chakra. So I've got the cards out. Unfortunately, you can't see them on my couch the way I've set it up, but don't worry. Don't worry. When it comes time, I'm going to share the message with you. I spent most of yesterday just on upside down one. I spent most of yesterday doing readings for myself again. Whenever the energies are really strong, it's really important for me to maintain a tuned energy frequency despite all of the crazy things that are going on within my energy field and multidimensionally. For me, it's really important to stay tuned. What do I mean when I say stay tuned? I just mean maintaining my frequency, consciously maintaining my frequency, staying tapped into my frequency, and as emotions and thoughts and physical sensations swirl and pass through and flow and, all the different movement type of words. As all those things happen, I have to make sure that I'm rooted in my frequency, so that all these things can happen and flow and pass through, but I stay true to myself and I stay true to my goals, which is to be a light worker, to be a light-based person, to stay emanating love light despite whatever is going on. And when the energies are really heavy, yesterday it wasn't heavy, it was just a strong pressure on us, We're going from carbon-based to crystalline, so it's a lot of pressure you got to put on that lump of coal to make it a diamond. So keep that in mind. So you can transmute instead of get stuck. That's right, Maggie. That's right, my love. So I maintained my tuned frequency yesterday by doing readings for myself. Literally, it helps me when I'm working with the cards to stay connected and tapped into the divine. And obviously, it's like a tactile experience, so it really keeps me in. And I ended up doing so much. I did so much for myself yesterday. There's really no question right now about where I'm at in my life. And now I'd really like to reconnect with the collective, with my soul family, reconnect with you guys. Let's see where we're at and let's see what we can do with this current energy to make action is what was going to come out, which I know isn't proper grammar, but making action we shall do. Oh, okay. All right. La 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 la. Yeah, the energy was really heavy pre-full moon, and then once that full moon popped in, for me, I felt like it opened a channel. Really opened a channel for me where I could receive a lot. The thing is, I'm pretty open already. I receive a lot of downloads all the damn time. So it was pretty wild last night. Okay. It was pretty wild last night, feeling that open channel. Feeling the energies streaming through my body. and then consciously maintaining my frequency amidst those energies. What I found was that the act of maintaining your frequency, it almost can be akin to maintaining a particular geometry of energy portals. So if you think about like in your geometry classes, when you would take the rubber bands and you like put them on the pegs on that pegboard and you'd make different shapes. So 5D geometry, or technically a 3D geometry, that's going to take that 2D shape, it's going to give it dimension. So we can imagine that we have several portals on our body systems, and if we can allow the chakras to be aligned, if we can allow the frequency to be activated, our chakras and certain portals in our body that push energy in and out, they align in a certain way, and we feel like shing, activated. That feeling shink, activated, and suddenly my entire body is vibrating. That is light body activated. When light body activates, we suddenly feel more ourself, more at home in our body, but at the same time, very light. It's amazing. So happy Monday. I love you. Thank you for being here. Rebirth. Hope at last. Dwelling in truth. Rebirth. The rebirth is fairly obvious. I think we're all feeling the feeling of newness right now. I think we're all feeling the birthing pains, and most of my favorite astrologers are all talking about this rebirthing experience that's occurring. We can all feel New Earth presenting itself to us. We weren't expecting New Earth to challenge us. We weren't expecting to be legit challenged by New Earth saying, okay, you want to be here? All right. Zoop, 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 zoop. Well, I got rid of everything that was in the way. And now we're put in a position where universe went ahead and listened to us, got rid of everything that was in the way, preventing us from entering New Earth. But then the human is here, and we're in this interesting transitional moment where the human's like, whoa, I just got rid of a bunch of shit. And now with this full moon energy, I have to fuse my free will with my power. All the things that we feel have been loosened up, all the muck at the bottom of that ocean, at the bottom of that lake of your soul that has been loosened up. It is with our actions that we take today, tonight, and really throughout this week as that full moon energy kind of starts to go away. Really understand that your human must fuse with your spiritual self. Your human's going to want to go back and pick back up all the stuff that got picked up from the bottom of the lake that's trying to dissolve and go out and be transcended. The human just wants to feel comfortable, and the human doesn't believe that light body can be a consciously, full-time, activated system. So remember that. It's the soul that knows. It's the DNA that knows. That's so funny how, our DNA doesn't always communicate with our physical 3D human body. So just have some compassion for yourself. While the old is leaving and the new is coming in, we're in a really interesting moment where they're simultaneously existing. Thank God we are multidimensional. We can handle this, okay? We can handle it. Does it feel a little wild? Yeah. We can handle it. I want to say that one more time. We can handle this. So when you start to feel overwhelming, I want you to tap back in and take some deep breaths. It's okay. Hey, if you have an anxiety attack, if you freak out, I'm not going to judge you. But know that, you don't have to do that. Deep breaths will make it work. Exiting any environment is always okay. You can always tell someone, oh, my bladder's really full. I got to go pee. I'll be back. And you never return. You never return. So, as we exit the realm of the spring equinox, as we start to approach the summer, we're being tasked with acknowledging our emergence into New Earth and into 5D. We are not just going to step outside and be like, oh wow, I'm evolved, I'm 5D, it's all new, wow, this is so amazing, it's so easy. Instead, it's going to be more of a process of feeling the discomfort of the shedding away of the old and the simultaneously docking of the new. And then fusing our free will and our acknowledgement. Choosing to acknowledge that hope at last. This is the card of hope at last. See the rainbow, but look at those swords. they're still in the darkness. The Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is acknowledging that we are recovering from a time that was difficult AF. Difficult AF. And now we can start to find some relief. Post-rebirth. First it's rebirth, and it's hope at last. So this is a good validation to remind us that the discomfort that we're feeling is indeed divine and is taking us towards the future. Dwelling in truth gives us that clarity and guidance that what you're going to want to do in these current energies is stay true to yourself, okay? Shine your light, stand for the light of truth, and please, please don't give two shits about what anyone thinks about you. Other people's opinions are like the worst possible thing right now. Even your own like low vibrational human opinions should be double checked and applied with compassion and self-loving discernment. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, we can handle it. Hey, Sandra. And yes, it's a good pain. Yes, there are good birthing pains. I guess the baby's going to be beautiful. And it's going to be our truth. Dwelling in truth. Look at all that peace. Look at all that inner peace. Don't you want that? Don't you want that? I stand in the light of truth. Amidst birthing my new light body, amidst feeling all the discomfort and the heaviness of everything that my physical body wants, even though I don't want it, and Spirit's taking me out of it anyways. Gosh, it's so dichotomous, it's so complex. But we can handle it because we're multidimensional. Amidst all of that, a light starts to emerge from within. Amidst all this friction and discomfort, a light starts to shine from within. And that's your soul. That's your inner self. Like, light body is a vibratory geometric pattern / resonance / frequency. It's a result of an equation, light body activation. It's literally just a result of an equation. When certain frequency shifts occur in your body, light body activates. But soul is here all the time. You've always got some bit of soul within you. And it's when we keep embodying, when we release tension and we allow blocks to shed away and blocked up mindsets. This full moon is letting us do that. Shedding away. Birthing the new me. Shedding away. Birthing the new me. Ow. Wait, come back. No, leave. Ow, I'm birthing. Yeah, it's like a lot going on. There's going to be confusion. There's going to be like this turmoil. What is going to be your saving grace is that inner voice in here. It's the you that was always there. It was the little bit of your soul that didn't dissociate. It was the little bit of your soul that didn't go out of body. It's the little bit of your soul that's always been here. And that's the part of you that's calling in the rest of you. And that's the part of you that we'll speak from in this time. This is the part of you that should really feel very clear. So just take a deep breath for a second with your hands on your heart. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. And just keep breathing deeply and, caress your heart chakra as much as you feel comfortable. Because there's a you inside of you that is very clear right now. That for the past 3 or 4 weeks has felt a little confused. But right now she's clear. And I say she because what I'm receiving from this is it's a definite divine feminine energy activating within all of us. Quick message for my masculine, for my men, for my boys, for those who resonate as a masculine being. If you're on my page, you're probably pretty woke already. But I just want to remind you guys that society really shuns men in being sensitive. Society really shuns men in expressing sensitivity, vulnerability, opening their hearts. For the most part, it's like asking a man to be vulnerable or to value emotions or communicate about emotions would in the past make a traditional man go on, what? Ew, no, emergency mode. No way. Because it's really been a brainwashing component of our culture to cut men off from their divine feminine and only give them access to aggression. Cutting men off from sadness, from vulnerability, from bliss, from joy, and only giving them access to aggression because somehow that was aggression and fucking. Like, those only 2 components, giving them access to that, because those were the only masculine emotions, so those are the only emotions that men can feel. Like, I just want to make sure, yes, the indoctrination is deep. Really good word, Maggie. So, remember that, guys. It's not going to feel normal. You're not going to feel like part of the crowd. You're not going to feel like you've seen a man in your life do this before. You might be the first one in your generation, in your friend group, in your circle, in your family, in your soul family, to allow your heart chakra to open and allow vulnerability to be embodied. Also, a side note, men that are straight, I promise you that if you are vulnerable with a high vibrating woman, she will be so turned on, you're not going to know what to do with it. I promise you. What we really love is a man who's comfortable having an open heart. So don't worry. If you're feeling extra vulnerable, if you're feeling like, that shake you see, like when someone's about to cry and their lips like, if you're feeling that, go cry somewhere. Go in a closet. Go to the bathroom. Wash your face. Cry while you're washing your face. No. They'll just say, oh, I got something in my eye, and just keep washing and washing and washing. Please, please, please. As we activate light body, one of the main components of a light body activated is a feeling of an open heart. And if you're not used to having an open heart or being vulnerable, being open and honest about the expression of your emotional state in any moment, the experience of a light body activated, you're going to feel very, very, very weak. And when I say weak, I mean what society tries to tell you is weak. What society tries to tell you is weak. Acknowledgement of how you feel is not weak. Acknowledgement of how you feel is a superpower, because so many people are not tapped into how they feel and are ignoring it, and they won't evolve and they're going to miss out, and it sucks for them, but let's not focus on that. I love you guys. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the validation. Listen, we're all in a different part of our process, okay? If the person that you're with, you feel like they don't facilitate you in being vulnerable and open and having an open heart, chances are they judge themselves when they show those components of their personality. And so the way that they judge you for being that way is simply a reflection of how they judge on their own self. So just, have compassion for other people, but also please don't inflict other people's judgments on you. And if you know someone is not going to facilitate your light body activation, I totally recommend not putting yourself in their gaze at this time, because we want to feel facilitated. We want to feel facilitated, at least during this full moon energy. Right now, there's magic in the air. There's magic in the air, and there's major potential for us to finally close the door on the past and release all of the crap that's been at the bottom of the lake of our soul. It's been shaken up and shaken up and shaken up, and it's coming to the surface. As it comes to the surface, you will feel emotions, have thoughts, have ideas. The most important thing is to stay true to your inner soul frequency as you allow your body and soul to birth all of these deep held things. But it's like you're gonna give this baby up for adoption, okay? Because you're gonna birth these emotions, these deep held densities. It might even be karmic. It might even be past life. You might not even know what the crying is from. You're gonna let them out, and you're gonna let them go. I want you to close the door on the past so that new love can blossom in the future. And that's really important for you to hear right now, says Spirit. So that was part 1 of 3 of the message, triggered by the rebirth, the hope at last, and dwelling in truth. When you dwell in your truth, you are just going to feel hugged by the heavens. If you're willing to represent the light and dwell in your truth and represent your truth, you will feel kissed by God. If you dwell in your truth, you may feel vulnerable. You may feel like people are going to judge you or think you're weak. But what you're going to find is you're going to get access to that inner portal of your soul. And once you access it and love it and acknowledge it, that's what opens up that portal so higher self can stream in. But at this point, if you guys are on my live, then you've probably already embodied quite a bit of higher self if you're drawn to me and my frequency. I hope that resonates. I hope that helps. I'm still kind of receiving it. I'm totally going to have to rewatch this video so that I can receive it even more. Okay. So, remember I said there's a focus on the feminine energy coming online right now, but that doesn't mean like women are going to experience something more than men. That's not what I'm saying. I just had to make that message earlier to men, or to the masculine, because it's the masculine that's been really, really strongly brainwashed and given a really hard time throughout their lives to be this certain very unnatural way. And so, you know, us women, we're like, some of us are crying every day. Some of us have open hearts all the time. So we're going to be able to facilitate these energies a lot faster. Like this full moon energy feels like getting your period in your third eye crown chakra. But if you're a man, if you've never gotten your period, then you don't know what I mean. But if you're a woman, I can say this is feeling like you're getting your period in your third eye crown chakra. And that's going to resonate for you because you can kind of understand that concept of cleansing. And just imagine that it could go out your crown chakra, and other times it's going to have to go downwards through the chakra ladder, out the root, and into Mama Gaia. Just let your energy flow and let it resonate outward. And once you start to feel that feeling of that outward flow of your life force energy, become aware of the membrane at the external, at the perimeter of your aura, or just use your imagination and imagine the edges of where you think your aura might end. Because the imagination is a portal, and it's just the same as being psychic, pretty much. Imagine the edges of your aura. That's the edges of your aura. And then establish with your universe, with your guides, that you're fortified and protected. And that way, you will have an internalized light body experience, and you won't leak your energy out accidentally, which can happen sometimes, and that can create like the temper tantrums and the freak outs. Harmony, music. This week, Spirit's telling us that we are going to receive soul medicine by listening to music. So what I recommend is listening to high vibrating music. I recommend listening to music that is not heavy on the lyrics unless it's highly melodic. You're going to want to find melodies and rhythms that move your soul and spirit. You're going to want to find melodies and rhythms that move your soul and spirit. I'll make a point to put my playlist out for the full moon this week. I know I've been procrastinating and making that playlist, but I will, because I really love world music. I really love music that's in other languages that I don't understand sometimes, because I can just tap into the feelings and the energies. So get your jam on this week. Tonight, dance, shake it off, and have a really good time. Keep in mind that it is your birthright to be able to sense rhythm. It is your birthright to be able to dance and move your body and shake energy off. And a really amazing way to get rid of dense and stagnant energy while simultaneously integrating new downloads is by dancing. So throughout your days, as you tune your frequency, continue to harmonize yourself with the souls around you, with your inner self. And don't be afraid to utilize the tools of some good music that puts you in your groove, especially when you're driving. Especially when you're driving. Do not be afraid if someone sees you singing, "This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius." This is me driving Aquarius. People are looking at me while I'm singing, "Of Aquarius." What are people going to do when they see you singing when they're driving? They're going to laugh. And they're going to be like, "Oh, that person's into it." And they're going to feel better. And you're going to raise their vibration because you're just being in your happy place. There's really nothing wrong with being happy and expressionate and vulnerable and letting people see that you're not afraid to be 5D. So singing in your car unabashedly and just being happy, that will help other people and remind them how easy it is to access that as well. Yep, that Fifth Dimension song has been my theme song. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So, music, harmony. The frequencies, my love. It's music, it's vibrations. You gotta keep it moving. We've got Daughter of Swords. This is an honest and insightful card. It is a feminine energy. It is an observational energy. However, this observational energy can sometimes teeter into being judgmental and spiteful, kind of detached. So really getting your groove on and embodying. Yes, Mario, just keep your eyes on the road. Yeah, keep your eyes on the road, people. Be safe. Love Steady Life did not say get in an accident. Lost my focus. Right, spiteful, judgmental. So, why would that happen? Let's tap in. Okay. Oh, okay. So we're going to be dwelling in our truth this week, okay? This week we're putting an extra focus in resonating our true resonance, our true frequency. It's like your soul blueprint frequency we are tapping into and resonating this week. And then we will continue to resonate it for the rest of our existence, because it was always there. It was always boop, 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 boop in there resonating. But finally we've cleared up enough debris so that higher self can really hear that and come in and fuse, and then light body activates, boom. And then we try not to have our rants. We try not to freak the F out. And instead, we go inward. And we groove. We put on some good music. We take some deep breaths. And we figure out what this activated light body feels like. And we start to get used to it. We have to willingly accept more bliss and joy into our lives if we want to live in 5D. Because 5D is very bliss and joy-based. Wealth-based as well. So those things that we want, we're like, I'll never be wealthy, I'll never be happy, like that, literally those are the beliefs that keep you out of 5D. So as you're grooving and as you are tapping into your truth and as you're feeling these birthing pains and exiting this discomfort and feeling the pressure of like there's a new earth but I don't know if I'll make it, let me remind you what you're here for. Manifesting dreams. My dreams are coming true. That's what the card says. So we are going to be dancing our way, grooving our way, harmonizing our way into the manifestation of our heartfelt dreams and desires. Awesome. Awesome. It's great to be frank and honest. It's great to have good observation skills. And as your divine feminine comes online, it's going to be exciting to feel your psychic powers activating, okay? But let's be compassionate for ourselves and for the people around us. And remember that nobody's perfect. And just like I shared one of my stories about, having a buzzed rant, nobody's perfect. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge other people. And let me remind you that only Creator can judge. And some people don't even believe that. But literally the act of judging is implying that you think that the universe fucked up. Judging something implies that you think the divine messed up. Oh yes, heaven. Oh yes, angels. Oh yes, God. Oh yes, God, you're perfect and divine and everything you make is perfect except for this one thing you fucked up there. Nice one. Like, no. It's either all divine or it's pointless and you're going to live in hell on earth. Here, I'm pro it all. It's all being divine. So if something happens and you're embarrassed or you're uncomfortable or you wish it went differently, take a deep breath and move the fuck on and keep dancing to the music, okay? Because trust, these birthing pains, they might continue to get uncomfortable. So it's important for us to just figure out how to navigate life within the birthing pains. Navigate life with being able to forgive ourselves, with having compassion for ourselves. Our dreams are coming true. It's validated by the universe, okay? There's like I feel like our dreams are sneaking up on us right now. That's what the energy feels like. Our dreams are sneaking up on us. It's like we're so busy in these birthing pains. We're so busy processing these downloads and figuring out what it feels like to be anchored in our truth and resonating our truth. We don't realize that our heartfelt dreams and desires are like inching closer and closer and closer to us. So be willing to acknowledge any visions you have, any opportunities that seem to be presenting themselves to you, to go for it. Any doorways that seem to be a doorway, but I'm not quite sure, check it out. I am getting the energy of like secret opportunities, like abundance and the wealth of 5D, and like lots of resources. They're really coming towards us. There's a major bounty energy heading towards us. And what it seems like it will be is we're going to get access to that abundant bounty-like energy once we pass a few tests about judgment. So you're going to be tested a little bit about judgment today or this week, or maybe you've already been. And it's going to be your ability to get past it and forgive yourself. It's going to be your ability to have compassion for yourself and to just turn your music back on and keep on jamming. Turn your music back on and keep on jamming. Oops, I messed up, but I love myself and I'm going to keep moving forward. And what you will find is your abundance right on the other side of that statement. Thank you, universe. That feels really right. There's a harmony in my soul all the time going. All the time. Ooh, I'm excited to make my playlist for you guys. A song just popped in my head. Maybe we gotta get our jam on. Okay, so I've got 4 more cards I'm gonna show you. I think I'm gonna turn a song on really quickly. Cave, sanctuary, sanctuary. Think about the feeling of home, of peace, of where you can plug in and recharge. Nine of Wands. These are your thoughts. This is a huge epiphany coming in. Whether it's today, tonight, or this week. You're going to find that home. You're going to tap into your happy place. And I want you to start journaling. You see how he's making those cave paintings? I just want you to reconnect into the you and into that home frequency and be willing to really lay down some words. Paint something, draw something, journal. Bring something into the physical realm that is a verbal representation of your commitment to your new life, of being a high vibrating being. Once you kind of open that portal of self-expression, be it painting, drawing, writing, I recommend journaling, but some people prefer drawing or like singing and recording it. Once you open that portal of expression, what you're going to find is that a major lightning bolt is going to come in. You're going to get a big epiphany. You're going to get big ideas. Now, in order to access that, of course, we have to keep in mind the beginning of the reading. We've got to be willing to feel and experience the birthing pains of light body. We've got to consciously acknowledge that we are emerging out of the discomfort, that this discomfort is kind of the final stages of discomfort. We're going to stay tapped into our truth. Doesn't matter how crazy we seem. We got to stay tapped into our truth. Music. Music is what we're using, the melody. We're using our spirit's ability to resonate with sound waves, to let energy flow through the body, and also to inspire the people around us to feel the beat, just to move, because that's going to really let the energy flow a lot better. So judging yourself and being like too hypercritical or hyper-observational, know that that means you're stuck in your head and you're not letting the energy flow into your heart and into Mama Gaia. No need to judge right now. It's okay to observe. Enough of going to external people, places, and things to try and attain spirit happiness. It's falling in love with myself and allowing my truest resonance to resonate and to be felt, to allow myself to beckon to my own self and fall in love with my own self. And from that new high vibrating place, I'm going to see what ideas come in. So you're going to go home sometimes. You're going to find your inner home if you can't be home. You're going to tap into your feeling of sanctuary. You're going to allow yourself to start expressing your new ideas. Operator, maybe I'll leave him, fall in love with you. Operator. This is letting go in case you can't read backwards. I just love using music to activate my energy. It's my favorite thing. Music and dancing is literally my therapy. So I want to talk about this card. What's really amazing is the things that we need to let go of and release. They are going to become clear that we need to release them at safe times. We're not going to be on the middle of the highway driving. We're not going to be in the middle of a presentation. We're not going to be balancing on a tightrope in the middle of a circus performance when the download comes in and it becomes clear what we're going to need to release. In fact, this clarity, this mental clarity about the release that's occurring and exactly how we're going to be transforming and exactly what way we should go and how we should navigate, this clarity is only going to become available to you if you can create a safe space for it to enter. This clarity will wait to give you the epiphany until you're home. Okay? I'm not saying stay home. You've got to cultivate a space for yourself so that the downloads can be integrated. And if you want massive change in your life, if you want big epiphanies, if you're looking for some major answers from Spirit, then make sure you're putting moments in your own day, today and throughout this week, to create and hold space for yourself to change, to receive epiphanies. Whether this is setting time aside to meditate or setting time aside in your day to just be in nature, whatever way the self-expression and pure existence in your body works for you. Once you feel that sanctuary feeling where your soul can express as needed, it's going to become very clear, very, very clear, almost in an epiphany-like way, what you need to let go of. What you need to let go of. What you need to allow to flow out of your existence forever. Now, the reason that these things that we need to let go of are going to become clear when we are in a safe space, when we're in our own personal sanctuary, is because there might be some tears involved. There might be some feelings of sadness involved. There might be a little bit of grieving involved. There might be some kind of vulnerable emotion involved with the releasing. That we got to be in our safe home space for that to happen. And Spirit knows that. Body knows that. Body knows that you're not going to be able to handle releasing or having this major epiphany in the middle of the road or in the middle of teaching a class or something or in the middle of taking a class. Spirit knows and won't put you through that. Spirit doesn't want you to fail. Neither does your body. The mind might. That's a different story. So just like take some deep breaths to know that, yeah, we can't fight the discomfort. That discomfort is going to be constant. But we've got some medicine, music, and we've got some clarity about how we got to, find our sanctuary and our safe space to allow these epiphanies to come online in.